What up you guys, my name is Allyn, they call me Lean, and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my go-to concert makeup routine. This routine I typically do whenever I go to a show. I usually apply a lot more makeup than I usually do on a daily basis, and I do follow this routine mainly because I want my makeup to stay on for as long as it can, and like it's also like a look that I generally use mainly because it's sweat proof and it stays on my face, and like I don't have to worry about blotting or anything like that. So I hope you guys enjoy and just keep on watching, and without further ado, I guess we could dive right into the video. So I actually already applied my moisturizer and prepped my lips, so the first thing I will be sharing with you guys is the primer that I use, which is the Urban Decay Stay Complexion Primer. I was a bit hesitant when I first tried this out, and then once I learned how to properly apply this, I just fell in love and I'm super obsessed with this. Next thing I will be applying is my eyebrows, and I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Soft Brown, and I like doing my eyebrows before everything just because it helps me map out the makeup on my face. So the next thing I will be doing is actually setting my primer, and I will be using the Ben Nye Media Pro Powder Compact in the shade Banana. So the first thing I will be working with is actually my eyeshadow, and I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, which is the anti-aging formula. The first thing what I'm going to do is actually kind of like set my eyeshadow primer, and I will be using the shade Locked and Loaded, which is this color right here, and it's from the brand Colourpop. The next thing I will be doing is actually applying my crease color, and I will be using these two shades from Colourpop, and I will be using the shade Beach Blanket and the shade Paper Tiger. The next thing I will be applying is eyeshadow, actually my outer corner, and I will be using these two shades. This one is actually Sea Stars and this one is Little Boat, and what I'm going to do is mix them together and then just apply on my crease. Outer crease, I meant outer crease. The next thing I will be doing is applying eyeshadow all over my lid, and I will be using these three shades. This one is Flower Boy, this one's Wait For It, and this one, if I can lift it, is Cutouts. What I'm going to do is go back with the brush that I used for my crease and just blend everything all together. Thing I will be doing is actually applying foundation, and I will be using two foundations. One of them will be the Makeup Forever Ultra HD in the shade Y405, and the other one will be the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade number 7 or Sand. I like using these together mainly because they kind of give me the matte and dewy finish at the same time. Plus they have really good coverage, and this helps me create the perfect foundation color for me. The next thing I will be applying is concealer, and I will be using the Tarte Shade Tape Contour Concealer to cover my under eyes in the shade Medium. Next thing I will be starting is actually kind of like my contour or bronzing, mainly because I like doing this method so my makeup stays longer than it usually does whenever I go to a show, and I will be using the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Happy Hour. Next thing I will be doing is kind of highlighting my face, and I will be using the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in the shade, if I can find the shade, oh, light beige. Next I will be doing is baking, and even though this isn't the right container, I will be using the RCMA No Color Powder, which looks like this. Now, after waiting for about 3 to 5 minutes to have my face baked, now I'm gonna wipe off the excess all over my face. The next thing I will be applying is bronzer, and I will be using the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soil in the shade Deep / Tan Matte Bronzer, and this is one of my favorite bronzers. The next thing I will be applying is blush, and I'm actually going to start off with using this Happy Skin Enchanted Rose Luminous Mesh Blush, which is a limited edition, and my mom actually got this for me when she went to the Philippines. And I like using this to kind of as a prep for my blush, so that way it lasts longer. I also will be applying another blush from the Jaclyn Hill Becca palette. This looks toe up, so excuse me. And I will be mixing all 3 blush shades, which are Rose Spritz, Amaretto, and Pamplemousse. And you can see it's so, like, it's almost gone. Thing I will be applying is highlighter, and first I'm also going to use a highlighter to prep my actual highlighting powder, and I like to use the Colourpop Super Shock Cheeks, as you may know, and I will be using the shade Dreamcatcher. So I'm obviously going to apply another highlighter because I like to glow like a light bright, and I will be using the Colourpop I Like Your Face palette. It's like the Gimme More Pressed Powder Highlighter, which has the shades Extra, Upgrade, Bottomless, Full Service, Bigger and Better, and Total Package. And I really like this highlighter. Well, highlighting palette. I've gotten so many compliments whenever I use this highlighter, mainly because it gives a very natural glow, and for me, because I'm that person, I actually like mixing all the highlighters together and applying all over my face. Next, I will be applying my cat eye on my eye, and I will be using the Dolly Wink Liquid Black Eyeliner. Next thing I will be applying is an eyeliner on my bottom waterline, and I like to use the Shea Moisture Ultra Smooth Longwear Eye Pencil, and I love using the shade Turquoise mainly because it gives me a pop of color no matter what kind of eye look I do, and it just brings out my eyes because I have like really dark brown eyes. So yeah, I'm going to use this, and I really love this mainly because I have watery eyes, and this stays on my eyes like no joke. I'm also going to apply a pencil eyeliner on the top of my waterline, and I will be using the same brand, Shea Moisture, in the shade Black. Next thing I will be applying is lashes, and I will be using my all-time favorites, Ardell Demi Wispies, and I will be using the Revlon Precision Clear Lash Adhesive to glue them all together. I'm just struggling with this left eye, but it's all good. It's all good. Thing I will be doing is actually applying mascara, but before I do that, I will be curling my lashes with the Shiseido eyelash curler, and I will be using the L'Oreal Miss Mango Rock Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. So the next thing I will be applying is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to set my brows. Before I forget, I have to finish my eyes, and I actually will be applying like a eyeshadow on the bottom of my lid, and I will be using the shade Going Steady to give me a pop of color. I also am going to apply highlighter in my inner corners and also my brow bone, and I will be using the same palette to highlight all over my eyes. Of course, I gotta set my makeup, and I will be using the Cover FX Pressed Mineral Foundation Powder in the shade G60. Next thing I will be doing is actually applying my lippy, and I will be using these two lipsticks from Colourpop. I will be using the shade Brink and the shade Aquarius. thing I will be doing is setting my face with obviously a primer, and I will be using the new Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer Setting Spray, and this stuff is so good, like, y'all don't even know. And now this is the final look. My hair is like, but at least my makeup, does it look good? Does it look good? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my concert go-to makeup routine. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave some love down below, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Of course, I just want to say thank you guys again for tuning in and watching my videos, and if you guys have any suggestions for any videos I should make in the future, don't forget to leave some of your feedback down below as well. But yeah, I just want to say thanks again, and until next time, it's been real, and I'll see you soon. Bye!